If you are handling your own auto injury claim in Arizona, it is likely that the adjuster or attorney for the insurance company asks you to sign documents giving them the right to get your medical records. Can they do that? Can you refuse? If so, what happens? I am Arizona attorney Kevin Fine, and in this video I explain briefly what usually happens with your medical information when you are making an auto injury claim in Arizona. First, the medical bills you have from the treatment for your injury should be part of what the insurance company pays you. So you could total them up and tell the adjuster the number. And she can include it, right? In theory, yes. But insurance companies won't usually take your word for it. They want to see the bills to see if they agree with what was done and how much was charged. In that case, you could get the printouts of the charges for every service and provide it to the adjuster. Sometimes the adjuster will be satisfied with that, but she may still insist on obtaining them herself because of the possibility that you are misrepresenting them somehow. If your case is in litigation and an attorney is representing the at-fault driver, the attorney almost always insists on getting these bills directly from the medical providers. Second, the records documenting the medical treatment you received for your injuries are part of the proof you need to show what the collision did to you and what the medical professionals did to help you get better. Like with the medical bills, you could just tell the adjuster what was done for you and who did it, but they are not in the habit of just taking the claimant's word for it. You as the claimant may be exaggerating, claiming things that are not related, or simply not accurately remembering what your care involved. So the adjuster will want to see the actual records. You can, of course, get these records yourself and hand them over to the adjuster, which sometimes satisfies them. But sometimes they have reasons they want to get the records directly, concerns about whether you are including everything, or even whether the medical provider actually gave you a complete set of your records. And again, if you are in litigation, the defense attorney will almost certainly insist on requesting the records directly from the provider. Third, the adjuster or attorney may want records about medical conditions or treatment you had prior to the accident in the past. Why? To make sure that nothing you are claiming happened in the auto accident was there already, not caused by the auto accident. And again, they don't have to take your word for it. You could be leaving something out. What records should they be able to get? Maybe a lot of them, even all of them under the right circumstances. I've had clients who needed surgical fusions due to neck injuries from a collision because the defense attorney wanted to make sure the condition wasn't already developing before the collision, and because sometimes even dental x-rays actually do pick up part of the cervical spine, he was allowed to get my client's dental records. The most common way for an adjuster or defense attorney to get the medical records directly is to ask you for a list of all your providers and have you sign papers called authorizations, giving them permission to get those records. You can refuse, but they may not pay your claim. If the case goes into litigation and the attorney asks for that permission and you refuse to give it, it is highly likely that a judge will order you to let the lawyer have those authorizations, or the judge will dismiss your case. No matter how the adjuster or defense attorney gets your bills and records, make sure you are given a copy of anything they obtained so you know what they are seeing as well. These issues of what medical records the other side is allowed to get, what can actually be used in court, and how they get them is ultimately decided by a judge if there's a disagreement. So the outcomes are heavily subject to the facts of each case. Consequently, the overview in this video may not be right for your own auto injury claim in Arizona and is not legal advice. I encourage you to pick up the phone and call 480-733-6800 or go to the website here to talk to me or order my free book. I look forward to our visit. Thank you.